Tu Audio Producciones. Profesionales en audio, iluminación y video.
Hello! Just in time for the 25th year anniversary of Yamaha digital mixing consoles, not only one new digital console was introduced, but an entire networked system. Today I will ask a few questions to Olli Voges. He's the engineer of the Eurovision Song Contest, Echo and Fettes Brot, and he often uses a Yamaha console. Hi Olli, nice to meet you.
Hey Elka, how are you doing?
Could you briefly explain what we can see here?
Yes, right here we have the CL5. It gives us one bank of 16-channel faders, two banks of 8-channel faders, and the master section. If we move on to that side, we'll have the CL3, which gives us once again one 16-channel fader bank, one 8-channel fader bank, plus the master section. And here we see the CL1, which basically is the most compact desk in the whole CL series, and that gives us two banks of 8-channel faders plus the master section. All the consoles of the CL series basically have the same DSP power. The CL1 has 48 mixing channels, the CL3 has 64 mixing channels, and the CL5 has in total 72 mixing channels.
What is new about this CL series?
In total, we have an amount of 32 mixing buses, which is switchable here. We have a total amount of 16 DCAs right now. And because of the DSP power of this unit is so high, we can work easily with a lot of plugin algorithms. And to make that mixing process very easy, we have a direct access from the central logic, and with one push of a button, you're right there and can work with your plugins. In a CL Dante network, there can coexist up to 4 CL consoles. And each console can have a maximum number of 8 RIOs. We have two kinds of RIOs. The bigger one is the RIO 3224 that can handle up to 32 inputs, 16 analog outputs, plus 4 AES outputs. The smaller version of that is the RIO 1608, and that has 16 inputs and 8 outputs. You have a huge amount of signals that can come from somewhere and go to somewhere. Even after you finish setup, it's very easy to switch in and outputs. Within a Dante network, all consoles can control the analog gain of the RIO. And if I adjust the gain on the first channel here, I see the same adjustment over there. Then we switch over into gain compensation mode, and now we still are in control of the analog head amp, but within the whole Dante network, the level doesn't change. It doesn't change in all the consoles, and it doesn't change in a recording.
How do you prepare a show if you use a CL?
Well, for Yamaha users who actually have presets, they can use actually the thing you see here. It's a console file converter, and it gives you the opportunity to take files, for example, a PM5D file, convert it into a CL file, put it on a USB stick, load it easily in any console you see here.
Is it possible to do multi-track recordings?
Yes, absolutely. We have a software called Moendo Live that can run either on Windows or Mac systems, and that gives you the opportunity to record via Dante up to 64 channels. And the good thing is, if you use a CL series, automatically if you launch this software, all your channel labeling and your channel colors appear there in the software, and what you have to do for recording is on the CL series, just push AZREC and you record 64 channels. You can take last night's recording and come into a new venue, you can do a virtual sound check. Well, basically using the CL series, there's no need for outboard. This time we have a total amount of 4 racks. The first of these 2 virtual racks gives us a total amount of 32 graphic EQs that can be inserted into the mixing buses. The third one has all the effect units you know if you are a Yamaha user. For example, the DBX 160 that I like to use for parallel compression on drums, for example. And on top of that, we have the premium rack introduced with the 1176 compression that I personally really like on kick drums and snares and also vocals. There's other great sound shaping tools. For example, the Yamaha 1A EQ. Plus, we have on the 5043 compression plus the 5033 EQ. Also very, very great tools to really deliver your analog vision of sound. Finally, there's the tube leveling algorithm that gives us very, very nice control about bass.
Hey, what are you doing with my iPad?
Well, you know, on this iPad, we have the Stage Mix app, and that gives you the opportunity to control every fader and every input and output EQ on the console. That gives me the opportunity to stand on stage next to my musician and can finalize his monitor mix very easily. Or I can do the same for the front of house by sitting at the best spot in the house.
That's wonderful.
As you know all the secrets about the CR right now, let's head off to the new gig.
Yeah, let's do it.